Hello everyone, and this is my review for Monday Night Raw on August 12th, 2013. And just to get right to the point here on how I felt. I honestly felt that the first 2 hours of Monday Night Raw personally just sucked. It really made no sense in how they were trying to build SummerSlam in there, and it wasn't it was pretty much just the building of the SummerSlam matches in general that I felt was really off and just really bad during those first 2 hours. Match quality wise, I felt they actually did a really good job on the show. Wade Barrett and Daniel Bryan had a nice little quick match. I didn't like how they decided to go about the building of the WWE Championship match at that point. It looked like they were going to put Brad Maddox, and then Triple H inserts himself as a special referee for the match. Honestly, the match itself doesn't need a special guest referee in it at all, in any way, shape, or form, but yet they're inserting Triple H as the guest referee. So honestly, that I felt was just completely bad and my own personal opinion on that. But matches with Alberto Del Rio and Kofi Kingston was a really good match. It served really no purpose. At least you got a little bit of interaction backstage with Christian and Alberto Del Rio afterwards. And that little promo was at least decent, but it really didn't do anything for their match going into SummerSlam as well. Also, Jimmy and Jey Uso versus Antonio Cesaro and Jack Swagger. A really good, fun tag team match to see, but it really didn't serve any purpose for the show or any purpose for building into SummerSlam. Also, having AJ Lee and Big E Langston just lose cleanly in their mixed tag match against Natalya and the Great Khali, honestly, it really serves no purpose, and it hurts the match with, and honestly probably just hurts the match with AJ Lee, Big E, and Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn on Sunday. I mean, you just saw Big E, Langston, and AJ lose to another tag team there. Now they're going to go into the match Sunday. You kind of just, it really serves no purpose to the match at all. So honestly, just you really didn't get anything good building into the SummerSlam pay-per-view outside of them building the whole Battle Royal throughout the show, which was during that time frame. You didn't get any kind of good setups towards SummerSlam at all. Now, the last hour of the show, I felt they did a really good job with the Daniel Bryan John Cena promo. Outside of the interaction with Triple H and then Randy Orton at the end of it, the entire promo leading into that was just extremely well done. You get both of them getting their points across, both of them how they felt. You got the emotion that they were trying to go for with that matchup, and I think they did a really good job there. The Battle Royal to set for the #1 contendership towards the United States title for the pre-show of SummerSlam. I wish they wouldn't have put it on the pre-show, but that's where they're going with it. Was just it was just a fun, great match to see in general. I liked where they went with it. Having RVD actually win the Battle Royal, at least they're doing something now with RVD versus him just being in matches every week. So that's always a good thing. A good thing that they're gonna at least, they brought him back in. They haven't really set up any kind of story with him. Obviously, this is probably where they're gonna go with him. He's gonna probably have some kind of interaction here with the Shield. Also, seeing the return of the Big Show at that point, you're probably gonna see some kind of six-man tag with RVD, Mark Henry, Big Show, and the Shield at some point in time. So we'll see if that storyline will continue after the SummerSlam pay-per-view. So that was a nice little turn point and a good aspect to the actual show itself. And then of course the actual finish to the show, which was going to be Paul Heyman versus CM Punk. They've been building that up the entire time. Obviously, Paul Heyman comes out and says it's going to be a trap going in. It's going to be a trap. He actually just brings out Brock Lesnar at that point in time. So it came off really well where they're trying to set up Heyman trying to make CM Punk choose between being the whole brave hero or the coward, or the coward, the smart coward, or the dumb hero type deal, and then of course it was nice to see that they had Punk, kind of played the whole sneak attack thing, almost a heelish type deal, but, against the heel in here, taking out Brock Lesnar, trying to get to Paul Heyman. Obviously, he doesn't get to Heyman yet. That payoff comes either with a SummerSlam the SummerSlam time, or somewhere else down the road. But I felt they did a really good job building with the promo with Paul Heyman towards CM Punk, and then of course Punk coming out and taking out Brock Lesnar with the camera and the chair, and then eventually taking out Curtis Axel. Yes, Paul Heyman gets away, but Punk comes out on the top in the end, going into the actual SummerSlam pay-per-view, which is something they needed to do, and the aspect of just trying to make it seem like he can win this match in some way, shape, or form. So overall, I said it right at the beginning, I felt the first 2 hours of the show sucked. I felt that the last hour of the show, they did a really good job of setting up their big marquee matches, and then of course having the good battle royal in there. You had some other really good matches during that 2 hour time frame, but they didn't really serve a purpose of building towards SummerSlam pay-per-view, which is on Sunday. But yeah, overall, first 2 hours of the build was just complete crap. The last hour was really well done. Yeah, that's my review this week for WWE Monday Night Raw. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.